I create some bassline movement by actually doing both chords. I'll play 2 beats on E half dim, and then go to G minor 6. And then that will lead me to A7. And I know that that's gonna go 4 or 5. G minor 6 is the 4, A7 is a 5. This is assuming it's a 2-5 progression. And then I'll put a diminished here on the A7. It's not on A though, it's on the 3rd. So the 3rd of A7 is C sharp. And then that'll lead me to D minor, of course. So that's a 2-5-1 with some fancy subs. And that's how I create some bassline movement. 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and. Hey everybody, welcome to today's lesson. It's How Insensitive. Let's get started. Welcome back everybody. Thanks for joining in on the final session. Today is How Insensitive, another beautiful Jobim song. Sound Slice, are you guys using Sound Slice practice video? Okay, just, and same thing with iReal Pro too. I do recommend that you practice with iReal Pro or some sort of backing track. I also want to play along with Sound Slice, the melody. We could even take a look at one or two of those versions that I sent out. Let's get right to it then. Sound Slice video, which I have the basic lead sheet there for us to see. Obviously, we could just see it together. Generally, I'm often looking at a fake book chart. If I don't already have not converted it into an arrangement with tabs and all that stuff, and lyrics for that matter. We're in D minor, and that could be based off the Aeolian, the natural minor, the harmonic minor, or it could be kind of modal, like Dorian. And I choose D minor 9 as my first chord, generally speaking. D minor 9 or D minor 6. If you want to be a little bit more straightforward, D minor 7. Okay, so I don't have that chart in front of me, but D minor 9 is this, and I'm hoping you are working on some of these 9th chords now. For those that don't know D minor 9, I usually say start off with D dominant 9, because most people know dominant 9 already. Then I say flat your 3. And then if you remember from the first session, I went through this little 9th routine. D minor 9, C sharp dim, and then going to the 6th string root, okay, for that C minor 6. But if you really want to get this shape, go for it. And then on my worksheet, I wrote G7/B. What a lot of people end up playing is just G/B. They take out the F, but you can do this. I like this voicing. It's pretty cool to go like this. So I'm going B, F, G, D. It's a G7 chord inverted. B's in the bass. That's G7/B. If it's almost like playing G/B, like you're playing a pop folk rock song like this, G/B, but we want that F makes it a dominant, okay? Otherwise, if I was on the 6th string root, and this is written also on the bottom of that chord grid, I say alternate first 8 bars. I just do G/B over here. So if you were on C minor 6, then I'd go G/B. I'm kind of toggling back and forth between the 6th string root and or the 5th string. So choose what works best for you. You'll be able to move them around. B flat major 7, these are just standard grip shapes. But remember, we have 2 bars of B flat major 7. So what I'm thinking is, hey, I'm gonna go to B flat 6 for the 2nd measure. So in this case, I'm just lifting up my middle finger so I have the open G. So B flat major 7, and then lift up your middle finger so it's an open string, and that's B flat 6. But we have this. love that sound. Again, it's not written on the chart, but that's why I'm focusing on things that are not written, is to go from major 7 to major 6. And of course, we add your own rhythm, but so again, it's just a matter, in this case, if you're down here on the first fret, of just lifting up your middle finger for the open G, because that's your 6th degree, A to G. If you're on the 6th string root, B flat major 7, B flat 6, okay? And you can go one measure each, or you could even split it up half a measure. So it'd be like this. 1, 2, 3, and 3, 4. That's a little bit more movement. I don't know if you wanted that busy, but that's nice. Okay. So B flat major 7, B flat 6. Now on the E flat major 7, same idea. E flat 6, if you want to. We're just kind of, again, reading through the charts to make sure we know all of these chords. And I'm not going to go way over here to the 11th fret. I'll just stay on this E flat major 7 to E flat 6. E half diminished. When I see E minor 7 flat 5, the word half diminished comes to my mind. So you can start by playing minor 7 like this, and then flat your 5th. Okay, that's how you form that chord. And because we can, you could even thump out that low E to give it more bass. Okay, do y'all know what minor 6 chord E minor 7 flat 5 is equivalent to? This is something I'm always going through my head whenever I see a half diminished. E minor 7 flat 5 is equivalent to G minor 6. So oftentimes, this is just a good trick. I create some bass line movement by actually doing both chords. I'll play 2 beats on E half dim, and then go to G minor 6. And then that will lead me to A7. And I know that that's going to go 4, 5. G minor 6 is the 4. A7 is a 5. This is assuming it's a 2-5 progression. And then I'll put a diminished here on the A7. It's not on A though, it's on the 3rd. So the 3rd of A7 is C sharp. And then that will lead me to D minor, of course. So that's a 2-5-1 with some fancy subs. And that's how I create some bass line movement. 1, 2, 3, and 1, and.